Welcome to HSBC. We are thrilled to have you joining our history. In case you're wondering what exactly is HSBC, it's one of the largest banking and financial service organizations in the world. For the past 155 years, the company grew from enabling business in Hong Kong port to connecting over 40 million customers to opportunities worldwide. But what was so special about Hong Kong? What was happening there at the time? Let's go back to 1841, when the British took over Hong Kong. They turned the city into a free port. It was the first free port in China coast. Any traders from any nationality could go there and do business. This was Hong Kong Harbour in the 1860s. Imagine a time without a telegraph. It could take up to 50 days for a letter to get from Hong Kong to the UK. Clearly, a board so far away couldn't be much responsive. That's when this gentleman, Mr. Thomas Sutherland, realized there was a considerable demand for local banking facilities in Hong Kong. He was a Scottish man who was then working for the Peninsular and Oriental Steam Navigation Company. He might have been quite influential as he was able to recruit support from the local mercantile community to back up the bank. So on March 3, 1865, the bank opened in Hong Kong, and a month later it also set up in Shanghai. Its first office was in Wardley House, presented in the image at 1 Queen's Road in the city of Victoria, the heart of Hong Kong Central District. HSBC was born from one simple idea: a local bank serving international needs. HSBC was named after its founding member, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation Limited. In 10 years, the bank expanded into 7 countries across Asia, Europe, and North America. One man kept the bank from failing in the late 19th century. Thomas Jackson, seated at the center, took over as a chief manager in 1877 and turned the bank around. He brought the reserves from $11 million to $100 million and launched an era of incredible success and expansion. He retired in 1888, but twice came out of retirement to help when the bank fell into crisis. Then we entered the 20th century, and the wars and economic disruption unavoidably meant a difficult time for HSBC. Following advance by the Japanese army in 1941, including on Hong Kong, HSBC was forced to shut most of its network in Asia. Its employees often showed tremendous courage, sticking to their posts until the last minute to help customers access cash or send money abroad. In December of that year, the bank moved its head office to London, as we see in the picture. HSBC survived thanks to its significant reserves and careful management, which allowed the business to retain a strong foundation for growth when peace returned. After the World War was over, HSBC restored its head office in Hong Kong and played a key role in the reconstruction of the local economy. During the second half of the century, the bank focused on the acquisition trail to boost its international footprint. By the time of its centenary in 1965, HSBC had a network of 170 offices across the globe. In the 1980s, it bought the American bank Marine Midland, one of the most important banks in New York State. In 1984, HSBC became the first foreign bank to be granted a banking license in mainland China since the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949. In 1992, HSBC purchased the UK-based Midland Bank in one of the biggest deals in banking history. To comply with the conditions of the takeover, HSBC Holdings was established in London as a parent company in the expanding group. Since 1998, we adopted a unified brand using HSBC and the hexagon symbol everywhere we operate. The hexagon symbol was based on the Scottish flag. We survived the darkest times and came through each difficult time stronger and more resilient. HSBC is one of the most successful banks and brands in the world. We currently have 3 global business: global banking and markets, wealth and personal banking, and commercial banking. Since 1865, many things changed. The challenge never stopped, but one thing remained constant. We stood up by our customer side in their quest to overcome their own difficulties. In 2020, HSBC has taken a range of measures to support coronavirus recovery efforts, ranging from relief for personal lending customers to extra lending for wholesale clients. Investment in technology has helped employees work from home and deliver a continuous service. Together, we thrive. Welcome aboard!